mysterious story.
Despite the fact that you are likely to feel secure right now, the major part of these videos occurred to people who inaccurately become less guarded while doing routine things that they have done a million times before. Always attempt to stay watchful and never become too commodious even in familiar environments. If not, the next list could be created. Number 15. This video was shot at Twister's, a 1950s themed restaurant off Route 66 in Williams, Arizona. You would never guess that a tiny room downstairs has a disturbing history based on the appearance of this health-giving family diner. However, first, here's what a camera detects a motion downstairs, which recorded one random night.
Basically, it started out as a white cloud, kind of translucent in nature, and as it continued, it took on more of a human-type form.
The white cloud forms in what used to be an old gas station room built back in 1926.
This building was once a gas station, and the owner committed suicide in the downstairs office without known reasons. Since then, the new owners have felt as if someone is following them all the time, and the wife does not want to go down there alone. Oh, and there is still one thing: they discovered his body in the same corner where his possible ghost was seen. Number 14. They recorded this brief video at an unknown prison that was most probably abandoned. Does this seem to be a real creature emerging from the shadows, or do the shadows seem to be playing jokes on you? I suppose that there are hints of editing. The dust is moving in a twisting pattern much faster than usual, which leads me to believe that someone has sped this footage up. A normal person who simply put on all black was walking up and then was moving backwards away, which would appear very unusual when sped up like that. However, the video could have been sped up because there was another reason, and in fact, it is real. Number 13. It seems that the Three Arrows pub in Hayward, England is 150 years old and is rumored to be haunted. Customers and employees have announced that spilled drinks, doors slamming shut, weird voices, and even glasses going off out of nowhere. Here are a few examples of incidents that were captured on video. When a menu is put on the table in a neat way, all of a sudden. Alright, even though maybe the air conditioning gusted it over or something, what about this much weightier bottle opener that's securely attached to the counter? I suppose even though this could be a practical joke of some type, supernatural encounters in a building more than a century old don't seem too far-fetched, either. A ghost story could be used to increase business. However, from what I know, it appears that this pub is already working well and does not require a publicity stunt. Number 12. When this reporter discovers, interviewing a lion through a shaky chain link fence is likely not the greatest idea. Consider how she directs her gaze at the lion and then raises her hand, both of which can be interpreted as a challenge.
Do ya? But he's choosing to be outside, and if it gets really cold, he can go.
He makes up his mind to get her to move backwards away from his area of land as she comes back with him.
Do his den in the back. Right, Tao?
By good fortune for her, this seems to be a warning rather than a direct effort on her life. Number 11. It seems that there is another famously spooked watering hole in the United Kingdom is the Bassett Arms pub in Barry Town, Wales. Despite the fact that there are all kinds of weird sightings taking place here on a regular basis, this one is likely the most persuasive.
Look at that, it's getting more prominent.
It almost appears as if an apparition is bending out of the wall and stretching out. When I stop the video at 7 seconds, let me know if you can notice its head, shoulders, and arms. However, I predict that this supposed ghost could have simply been a spider web hanging loosely in front of the camera. I hope that to affirm this likelihood, they had moved to the camera and looked around for any webs or long strings of dust. It seems to be the only other explanation I've come up with for the paranormal. Regrettably, we will have no idea for certain. Number 10. Another video of a possibly haunted warehouse can be found here. Look at what one of the security cameras captures slinking around their screen, and I assume that it is late at night after everyone has returned home. Even though the footage appears grainy, which would normally indicate editing, this is how most low-budget security cameras appear as well. And perhaps it was a bug that is walking across the lens, it seemed to be edited, or maybe it was a shadow person floating silently across a construction site. we will have no idea for sure. Number 9. For a long time, video rental stores have extremely been becoming popular, and some were even said to be haunted. One night, even though a clerk is stocking movies by himself, something rejects to let him do his job in peace. To be honest, I could leave work early if a cart makes a move on its own like that. However, he doesn't seem to mind and keeps stocking movies. Eventually, he becomes frightened and flees. Even though everything from strings to a minor earthquake has been suggested, I believe it can be real. There appears to be something genuine about his reaction. I want to hear what you think. Number 8. Mad Mupp, a YouTuber, must take some keys to open a gate at his warehouse job. However, it was too shocking for him to discover that it was already wide open when he came back 5 minutes later. This is what he discovered when he examined the security cameras to see what took place. It appears that there is an unidentified figure that tests the gate and then unlocks it. The padlock can be seen lifting high into the air and switching on its own as though someone is inserting a key. Please tell me if you believe this is a hoax or if it is truly paranormal. Number 7. The title of this video is merely Path of the Banshee. There seems to be a man walking alone down a desolate path, with rows of trees on both sides reaching out to him. He looks unmoving when he notices something in the distance. It is believed that the yell can be fake and was added in post-production. Despite this, it is claimed that they are able to see a figure wearing white robes in the distance. Do you notice anything similar as he zooms in? In addition, if you know whether the origin of the scream is a video game, a movie, or something, please tell me. Perhaps if we all work together, we can finally determine whether this video is fake or real. Number 6. Arissa Kelly is a British archer who has a unique shooting style and near-perfect aim. She has such exceptionally good abilities that her mother is ready to risk her life just to showcase Arissa's abilities. When Arissa attempts to focus her attention on this breathtaking trick shot, she also has not anything but entire trust in her daughter. Yep, in fact, she did fire an arrow with her feet.
This is how me and my mum resolve fights. Right. Close your eyes. You're not straight, Mum. You're right off to the side. I'm right off to the side of what?
At the present time, she is the only person in the UK who is capable of doing so. According to my way of thinking, although this is fantastic, Arissa seems to have received some criticism for this video. Do you believe involving her mother in taking part in this stunt was overkill? Number 5. They recorded this video at the Chapelfield Mall in Norwich, England. When a puzzling red balloon appears out of nowhere, the mall does not work. Don't forget that turned off the air conditioning and the escalator, and it is believed that there is no wind which is blowing in from the outside when you look at this balloon float around on its own. Should all of this be accurate, which way did the balloon move in the absence of air currents? Even stranger is the fact that the balloon remains low to the ground the whole time, nearly at the height of a child. Is this just a half-deflated balloon, or is a youthful spirit holding it? Number 4. It appears that a family in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania witnesses something so incredible that they must draw to a close what they are doing and begin filming.
There's another spot. You see what I'm saying?
What is that?
Tree.
No. Right there. See it?
Uh-huh.
Weird slightly wavering light spots pop up out of nowhere and appear to stay afloat above the nearby meadow and forest floor. Even though they believe that it could be other people for a moment, no matter what they are witnessing is staying afloat around everywhere, even in the trees. Many people watching this video believe that these ghostly soldiers from the Civil War marching in single file lines, the same as they did when they passed away. It is believed that these could be flashlights from hikers, although this doesn't really resemble a flashlight to me. So there is no doubt that I would want to listen to what you think is the reason why has this scenario. Number 3. You try imagining that one morning you get up and discover this thing that is hiking in one of your home's most closely acquainted areas. That's what a YouTuber named Stefanie Vantinen and her mother thought when they discovered a large rat in their toilet. Then they begin discussing how to do away with the colossal rodent and eventually devise a plan. When it is trained to leap into a bag fails, Stefanie catches hold of a glove and a towel and, with the assistance of her mother, eventually gets it inside the bag. Her mother rushes out of the house and the rat is thrown on the front lawn by her. I want to ask you whether you would have had enough bravery to lay hold of a potentially diseased rat straight from a sewer as they did, or whether you would have called animal control. To tell the truth, maybe I would have got in touch with animal control services. Number 2. A YouTuber known as Justin Case Live has recently been livestreaming from his home, which he supposes is spooked. He claims that the bathroom seems to have been experiencing the most paranormal activity for some reason, and then, this takes place.
So I'm gonna make a YouTube video and see if I can catch something live on camera.
After that, just when he believes everything is secure enough.
You guys seen it live? Dude! Yo, I'm done. I am out of this house.
It appears that his reaction is genuine, which leads me to believe that the video is real. Because he livestreamed it, which editing the video later would not have carried out. Number 1. Even though you can be curious about the reason why this man is using a stick to prod around in his shoes, anyone who lives in a hot desert or tropical environment will seem to know the reason why he is doing. Here's a reason that you don't wear your shoes right away in India's rural countryside.
Wow.
The majority of snake bites in India are caused by this baby Indian cobra. And yeah, because it's venomous, even a tiny one like this seems to be the last thing you'd like to discover in your shoes. It does not even have to sink its teeth into you. Instead, it can spit venom into your eyes. If you stay in India, Australia, the American Southwest, or somewhere similar, please tell me about the strangest thing you've ever discovered hiding in your shoes. Thanks for checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe because I upload a new video every day. Or if you're still not convinced, here are some of my other videos that I think you'd like. Enjoy.